The first best Copilot in Excel feature, it is the ability to clean the data. I'm right here in the Piggy Beans Cafe. I have my daily sales. It is the best coffee in Canada. Okay, and now at the top, I see that Copilot has 3 suggestions for me to clean my data. I will just click on this button here, click on show suggestion, and as you can see, Copilot has detected 3 elements that don't make any sense in my data. You know, when this colleague right here in this table, he writes these names of my salesperson with all different kind of ways and you can't filter properly, then Copilot is here to help clean your data. So the first thing first, you can see at the right here is that there is inconsistent text. Copilot automatically detect that in column E there might be some inconsistencies, and I can replace everything with the same selection. So I can just click here on espresso martini and then the espresso.martini, and I will replace with the selected thing that I want. I will just replace with this one right here and then click apply. And boom, in my column E, it replaced the espresso martini. And then I also have the pour cappuccino caddy right here that has the same problem. So I can just basically check everything and then replace with whatever I want, whether I want the one with a dot or not. And I just click here, boop, there we go. Apply, and boom, as you can see, column E fixed my thing here. All right, and then in the sales column, I have something similar. I have extra spaces, right? You can see Brewmaster, 1 space, 2 space, 3 spaces, and Latte Legends as well. These are my departments in my coffee shop. And same thing again, I can just ask Copilot to remove the extra spaces, click apply, and here you go. Copilot didn't catch the espresso-martini. This tool just came out. It's getting better and better. So that was the first feature. Let's get to the next one. What's up, by the way? I'm Dave. I'm a Microsoft MVP and Chartered Professional Accountant, and welcome to my channel. Let's go with the second best feature of Copilot in Excel, and it is called Formula by Example. What does Formula by Example do? Actually, what it does is it's going to try to predict what you're going to do. So if we do 71 times 5 here, it is actually 355, and then I'm going to enter here 2000 or 210 for 70 times 3, and then 38 times 4. That's holy cow, 152. There you go. All right, so Copilot automatically told me, hey, do you want to fill this cell with this formula? So Copilot suggests a formula that multiplies the column price by column number of items sold daily. And I can click here, show formula, and actually it's gonna do the formula for me. I can click on apply. And you know, that was a super easy use case. In this case, it was actually harder than just do equal J times K, but for some people, they don't even know how to do that. So this is what Copilot is for. But there's another thing that we can do here. We can actually we could put the initials of the first name and the last name. I don't think it's gonna work here because I have a few NA, so let me just quickly fix this NA right here. So what I want to do here is actually to put the first name, so the initials, and then the last name. So I'm gonna put E.M here, then I'm gonna put C.C, then I'm gonna put L. There we go. So Copilot uses the feature Formula by Example, and it tells me a formula. Copilot suggests a formula that might be helpful. Show formula, equal left. It gives me a formula that I won't explain right here. I click apply, and here we go. I have my initials in my column H right here. And now a quick word from our sponsor. Meet CPEFlow, your one-stop solution for unlimited, NASBA-approved CPE courses tailored specifically for accounting and finance professionals. With CPEFlow, you can access a constantly growing library of expert-led courses on AI, financial modeling, data analytics, and much more anytime and anywhere. Plus, you'll join a private community where you can network with other professionals. And here's the best part, there's a 30-day money-back guarantee, so there's zero risk to get started. Boost your career, stay compliant, and learn at your own pace with CPEFlow. Click the link to join today and never stress about CPE credits again. And trust me, best instructors are on there. I'm in there with some other folks. Best feature number 3. So we were in Excel Online and now we're going back to Excel Desktop. So the previous 2 features were only available to Excel Online. Right now it's coming to desktop very soon, and it is to add a formula. So now I'm still in the Piggy Beans Cafe. We have the daily sales data right here in my face. So a lot of data. We have 2,000 lines of data just for the records. And then at the top, I have the Copilot button, okay? And then I just click on this button. It's going to open a pane. And what I want to do here is actually to do this, add a column that shows to investigate if the sales amount is below $1,000, and okay, all good if the sales amount is above $5,000. If the amount is in between, leave it blank. Name this column analysis, okay? And we're gonna send this prompt to Copilot, and it should do what we want it to do, right? Pretty simple. All right, so just after a few seconds, Copilot came up with this formula right here. It did an if formula. So if the sales amount is below 1,000, it's going to put investigate. And if the sales amount is above 5,000, it's going to say, okay, all good. So I will just click here on insert column. And as you can see, column G is grayed out. It shows analysis. And we're going to click here. Boop. It added the column, and now I will just double check real quick. So I will take all of the to investigate by clicking on my filter here, uncheck everything, click on to investigate right here, click OK. And as you can see in column C, everything that I have here is below $1,000, right? So I'm gonna click here just to validate all of my numbers below 1,000. I'm going to remove my filter in column G. I'm going to check OK, all good, just to make sure. Click OK. I'm gonna go on my column C in the sales amount. Click here. Everything is above 5,000. Copilot got this right. I'm just gonna remove all of my filters by clicking here and then clear filter from analysis. But now let's go a little bit further. I have another prompt for you. We want to do an analysis that is a little bit more thorough because we're getting audited very soon. So I'm gonna do this prompt right here again in the right pane of Copilot. Add a column that shows subscribe to my channel if the analysis column shows to investigate and the product is cappuccino. Let's click send here. Here we go. So Copilot came up with another if formula. So I'm just going to click on insert column and actually see if it works. So line 4 right here, we have the cappuccino product, 600 to investigate, and it says subscribe to my channel. Amazing. So I'm just going to filter on this column here on column H, and everything that we have here is the column B set as cappuccino and is below $1,000, which means investigate in the column analysis. And now you know what to do. Subscribe to this YouTube channel for more Copilot tricks. All right, feature number 4, this one has to be one of my favorite. We're just gonna click here on the pre-built prompt, show data insights, okay? It's gonna work on it. So basically Copilot will just give me some random insight on my data, which can be really useful if we don't know what to show our boss, right? So Copilot will analyze my data. And after a few seconds, I came up with some problems. I wanted to leave this in the video because it is part of AI. Sometimes it doesn't work quite well, but trust me, I did it like 100 times and it worked 95 times out of 100. But now since I'm recording, it shows I'm currently unavailable to show data insights. Normally you just try again. So I tried again, show data insights, and it still didn't work. So I tried another prompt. I said add all insights to grid, and then Copilot came up with this chart right here, the sales amount by date. But I wanted all of the insights. Still, it's pretty cool. I just click here on add to a new sheet, and then it gives me a whole pivot table with this chart right here. Pretty cool, right? But then let me head back to my data set, and I will click here on add all insights to grid, and boom, you can see like it's so fast. It's so fast. And it made me a lot of charts. So actually the same chart that we just saw at the top left, and then the sales amount by salesperson, and then the sales amount by department, and analysis here, the third chart, and also the analysis here. So we can actually, in a glimpse that 75% of our data is okay, all good, right? And then we have the frequency of the sales amount, which is not that relevant, IMO. But here we go. At the bottom here, we have the pivot tables. And guess what? If I want to summarize this by department or by salesperson instead of department, I can just click here on my pivot table, and then I will drag out the department, and I will drag in the salesperson into the rows field. And here we go. I have my data right here. I have my data here by salesperson, and I know which salesperson are to investigate. And if I go back up, actually, we have my data set here, my third chart actually, that is matching the data set. So these are pivot charts and are linked together. So this is the fourth feature that I think is amazing with Copilot. Okay, my last favorite feature of Copilot in Excel, it is actually, we're gonna go right here into view prompts. So I just want to shout out to the Excel dictionary, or the prompt dictionary, I should say. Excel dictionary is a lady that does amazing content, by the way. She's one of my friends. Shouts to Emma. But here we are in the prompt gallery. So if you click here on the view prompts button at the right bottom of your screen, bottom right, I should say, you can click here on tasks, and then we're gonna click on ask. Oh no, sorry, I always get this wrong. On edit. Okay, here we go. Yeah. We're gonna click on edit, and now we're gonna also apply a color scale. So we're gonna apply a color, red, yellow, green color scale to the sales amount column. So as you can see, all of this was pre-written and I just completed with my column. So pretty basic. Most people know how to do that, but with Copilot, some people don't know how to do that. So Copilot is here to help Excel beginners. And as you can see, it said, sure, looking at your data range, here's one conditional formatting rule to review and apply. To review and apply. Review your thing, right? It's AI. Create a red blah, blah, blah on column C. I'm just gonna click apply here. And here we go. We have a really nice Christmas tree colors in column C. And yeah, that's it. And now one more thing I want to show you. If you click on this column right here, you will have a very little Copilot button that will pop. And then you can click here on suggest conditional formatting. And Copilot will do a suggestion to do some conditional formatting on your data. And here we go. We can have highlight cells in sales amount when salesperson's sales start with cappuccino. Highlight cells below average in column sales amount. That could be really interesting. I'm gonna click on this one here. And then we're gonna see who's below average, right? And here we go. We're gonna click on apply here. So it's gonna put sales value below average. Click apply. Here we go. So everything that is in yellow is below the average, and anything that is not below average will not be in yellow because we add a previous conditional formatting. So it looks like that. So I'm just going to go in column C real quick. Click on the conditional formatting button at the top. Manage the rules and actually delete the second rules, which was the first rule we just did a few seconds ago. Delete rule. Apply, and here we go. Everything that is below average is in yellow, and I can filter on this data, filter by color, select only the yellow stuff, and then we can fire all of these salespersons. So Mocha Mike, you're out, Espresso Martini, you're out, and Java Joe, you're out. Watch more about Copilot in Excel in the video right here. You can also download the Microsoft Copilot Ultimate Cheat Sheet, and if you want a live training session, hit me up at the email below. Catch you soon!